where I worked at is up the street from my house. Not that far. The FedEx office was on the other side of the city. I sent it to them. I was very, very cool about it. Very respectful. Very easygoing. And for APB to do this shit is some bullshit. So fuck y'all.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Cerbavelli, back in the place to be, La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. 9 Times. Yeah, man. I already did today's math. I had it's obviously knowledge and God all being born to build, destroy. But we should probably talk about more why we need to use our knowledge that was gifted from God to destroy. So meaning destroy is the opposite of building. So if we're not building anything, we're destroying. If it's not evolution, it's devolution, or fucking, that sounded mad creepy, but basically it's kind of like we got to use our God-given intelligence to remove anything out of our life that's not progressing us or serving any purpose in our life, whether that be, any and all addictions or toxic attachments to anything. Could be any person, place, or thing. It could be hoarding. It could be not getting over an ex, or just holding on to attachments that are no longer serving you. You need to destroy them using your God-given knowledge. Peace. Today's drip check, I have Sequoia SB Dunks with the gum sole bottoms, some khaki dickies, this everlasting, the hearts on the front with the snowflake on the back, green Dodgers fitted, and Columbia sunglasses. So this is going to be a very different episode. I wanted to shake it up. I'm basically just going to talk about the Raw episode that I saw with my pop in Anaheim, and the sneakers I copped for October. And technically, I already got the Eric Costin SB95s, but since I got them on Halloween and I bought them before, I should have them now, but I'm going to save them for November because the general releases was in November, but I don't want to. It's kind of like it's a November drop, not an October. But really, I got it in October, so I guess it's October. But that's fine. We're in November. So it was a long time coming, man. I think last year they had Raw in the Toyota Arena and not in the Honda Center in Anaheim. And last year would have been a really good Raw to go to for WWE. I can't remember the specifics, like matches. I should have probably brought that up. But the original, and it's funny because I tried to do this episode already, but I ran out of like something. I ran out of like storage or something on my computer, on my camera. So I'm giving y'all the kind of like what I remember, what I said basically. But Raw in 2006 in Anaheim, which at that point was the Pond. All I remember was it was the Spirit Squad versus Shawn Michaels and John Cena in a handicap match. There was some sort of fatal four-way between Rob Van Dam, Shelton Benjamin, and I forgot the other two. That was a really solid Raw. I mean, I think I looked it over again not too long ago, and I was like, damn, this was a really good one. Last year's Raw at the Toyota Arena was when I think Jey Uso lost the Intercontinental title to Braun Breaker, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because that was when Jay lost it and he was going for the world heavyweight title after that. I feel like, yeah, Braun was the Intercontinental Champion for like a little minute. A little fucking minute or something like that. I don't know. It was one of those, but I remember that was a good match. I think that was the main event of the night. This Raw was very interesting. I don't think there were like big. This night had a big match to it, and I completely forgot the fucking matches, and I should have did notes. But I do know that they opened up with a dark match. It was Alpha Academy's Otis and what's his name? What's his name? Kazawa or some shit like that. My bad, y'all. Oh shit. The fucking lights are fucking up. Did you see that? It's still raining over here. We're still going through rain showers and shit. So pardon me if we get a power outage, I'll still be able to continue the podcast, but that's fucking weird. This shit's like going in and out of focus or whatever. I'm trying to fucking think, man. Fuck. I should have wrote the notes down for Raw. I'm sorry, y'all. But whatever, right? It was good. It was a good match. It was Alpha Academy versus like two dudes from NXT. My pops was really into it. We sat next to I got us some good seats too. They were like right above the ground floor on the second level, close to the front, and we saw the ring basically from the east side of the hard camera, which is basically like if you're looking at the ring, like, you know, when the wrestlers, they play to the camera, we're like on the right side. And if you play that episode, you could actually see me and my pops, because they had a drone flying around. You could actually see me and my pops, not clearly, but you could see us. It's super funny. We're like pixelated, but I could totally see myself. You know, they had the drones up there. It was really cool. Like, a lot of what they say is true. Is like right now the production's really good, the wrestling's really good. The only thing that's knocking WWE right now is the storylines. The storylines are kind of piss poor right now. But let me look it up real quick as I talk about how we sat next to this Middle Eastern couple that smelled like a fucking expired bag of Egyptian musk, bro. My pops was saying that it was the dude, but either way, they smelled like dog shit, and that ruined everything. Literally, there was like some fat kid sitting in front of us who kept looking back at me and my pops like, who the fuck smells like that? And I was looking at him like, bruh, it ain't us, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It was so bad. Like, bruh, the message of the day is fucking proper hygiene, yo. Get your fucking teeth straight. Get your deodorants. Wipe your ass right. No one likes a smelly, dirty fucking magoo, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever just been around dudes that smell like shit, or their breath smells like shit or something? You're like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, please step away from me with your musk, bro, because that shit is contagious, bro. Once you see them with the fucking worms crawling all in their fucking teeth and shit, it'll make you want to stop brushing your teeth from seeing something so horrifying, you know, just to shield yourself from poor hygienic bullshit. So that literally, I wanted to get some fucking soap or something and just, you know, put it in the air or something like that. This shit just made me want to get like one of those scent bombs and carry it to like a show or something, just in case someone smells like shit sitting next to us. I could have a fucking defense mechanism. That shit was not cool at all. I don't know how people can walk out of their house smelling like 8 cans of shark shit, but that's beyond me. A sand shark shit bucket over here, but that's neither here nor there. Let me look up the matches. The first dark match was really good, though. I'm not gonna lie. It had a really good match. My pops was all into it. And good night, Pop. Love you, Pop. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Was it? No. It was October 27th. Damn, y'all, my bad. I feel like a fucking idiot now. What was super crazy to me is that the I don't want to say it's the return, but Alexis Bliss and Charlotte Flair defended the titles against the Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez, and what's her name? Roxanne Perez. And that was super awesome. That was like really dope to see. I didn't expect it. I didn't even know they weren't even billed. It wasn't like, oh, you know, the fucking, maybe on Friday Night SmackDown they posted it, but I didn't even see what the fuck where it was at. So the beginning match was CM Punk versus Jey Uso, and bro, when I tell you that fucking place was electrified when fucking Jey Uso came out, that shit, the whole building was up. You know what I mean? That shit was really like, it was dope. CM Punk came out and he did like the where, like, you know, you want to rewind it. Look in my eyes, what do you see? That shit was hard as fuck. So it was weird because in the building where we were sitting, we couldn't even really hear them right. You know what I mean? It was just kind of fucking, what are they saying? Who knows? Who gives a fuck, right? I thought the promo was okay. Nothing too crazy. Then we had Penta versus Rusev. It ended in a no contest with the Los Americanos interference. I think that match was good. Then we had the Alexis Bliss and Charlotte Flair defending their titles, and they ended up retaining. Then we had LA Knight versus Braun Breaker. That was a good match. What's his name? JD McDonough versus Sheamus. That was a good match. And Lyra Valkyria. What match was this? What the fuck? Hold on. This thing's not breaking it down. It was Bayley and Lyra Valkyria versus... Oh, it was them versus Charlotte Flair and Alexis Bliss. And then fucking, what's it? The Kabuki Warriors came out and stomped them out. Overall, I love that night, and I want to shout out the Honda Center for having like one of the most pristine, things, one of the most like easy. We got in just the way that they got all the people in the parking structure, in the event and out of the event and onto the street, onto the freeway was awesome. You know, it was no parking lot thing. At least when we kind of went a little early. We weren't the first ones to leave, but we definitely weren't like in the middle. We were kind of towards like the earlier, like last of the early guys to leave. So we left, went to Farmer Boys, we ate, and it was awesome, man. I at this stage in my life, I don't want to do shit but chill with my pops. You dig what I mean? Like, my pops has done so much for me that I want to give back to my pops as much as possible because, you know, he's looked out for me so much in fucking like my whole life, you know what I mean? So I don't even like I said in my last episode, for me to fucking spend time with anybody else, especially not my pops or my family in general, is like, you got to cherish that shit because I ain't going to do that shit. You know what I mean? I love my pops to death, and I want to take them out more. You know, I'm thinking about buying tickets to go see a Kings game. We just bid for work, so I got bumped out of my schedule, and I'm going to be taking Thursday, Friday off now. And, you know, now I'm going to think about shows at the Improv or hockey, Anaheim games or Kings games. That's really my shit. I'm not a big Lakers fan or a Dodgers fan or anything like that, contrary to what my hat says. But I don't know if I covered this, but the Dodgers won the World Series, back-to-back champions, 24 and 25. I dropped the logo for the Imperial champions. Shout out to Miggs on that logo. And so it was a really cool night. And what else did I have to say about Raw? Because I want to keep this real light and just let my pop sleep, and fucking we'll do some kicks after we talk about, yeah, just Raw. You know, Raw comes around once a year. Raw is like a Southern California show. It's always either in Anaheim or fucking at the Honda Center, or in Ontario at the Toyota Center. Then the pay-per-views are always San Diego, or I think Sacramento, because SmackDown's always in either San Jose or Bakersfield. So there goes that. I do want to go see a pay-per-view, but with the ticket prices and all that shit, WWE's tripping, bruh. Like, I paid $600 for good seats, and I could afford that. But, bro, we're talking about a family show. These aren't family prices. For a family of 4, you're talking about $1,200. The average American family does not have $1,200 to spend to go out one night. I think when I was younger, I feel like I want to say the tickets had to have been less than $100 each for, 2006. And I want to say maybe like $75 for nosebleeds. And I'm pretty sure my homie went with his girl and his son. So I could totally imagine him spending $100 for those nosebleeds. But that's what they can afford. That's all they can afford. Like, the average American family cannot afford to fucking go out and spend that kind of money. Like, you're asking for a lot. And it's funny because when WWE put Raw on Netflix, we all thought we were gonna get like all these like real explicit or vulgar shows, and it was the opposite. It's like they're like as clean as they've ever been, and we're getting family content and not family friendly ticket prices, which I don't care. It's not gonna affect me, but you got to think about everybody else. So I don't know. That's on WWE, and it is what it is. I've been a hardcore fan of wrestling since I was young. I was into it, then I was out of it. Then I got back into it around WrestleMania 39. And then I've been keeping up with wrestling every week pretty much since CM Punk came back after his run in AEW. And especially after WrestleMania, or that press conference when The Rock came back leading up to the road to WrestleMania 40. Fire. WWE is like in a dip right now, but it's fine. I feel like it's not as bad as what people are saying. Yes, the storylines are dog shit. Can they improve? Of course, but it's not no crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's not gonna kill nobody to stop watching it. I mean, yeah, you could watch AEW, but WWE is miles ahead of AEW, NXT, TNA, all those fucking shows. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's not as bad as what people are saying. Yes, are some things disappointing? Yes, but there are highs and lows. No era was perfect. Even people would love to say about the Attitude Era, but the Attitude Era had some dud storylines too and some dud characters. Just because it was a super high don't mean it was perfect. You get what I mean? So just because WWE right now is on a low doesn't mean it's completely unwatchable. I still watch wrestling every week. I'm a fan in that way. I don't really give a fuck. I love wrestling. I love watching it because it's like, it's something that connects me to my pops. My mom don't give a fuck about that shit, but it's something that I really like. And what's so funny is I remember my pop, when Charlotte and Alexis came out, and Maxine Dupree looked so beautiful. Shout out to Maxine Dupree, one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life. Just like physically, we're talking about physics here. Physically in the physical spectrum of physicality. Maxine Dupree can't even whistle. Fire. You know what I mean? I can't even whistle. That's how fucking crazy that shit was. Maxine Dupree, she had like this beautiful dress that obviously was very revealing, but that's what wrestling is. You're going to see hot chicks. You're going to see some action. Fools get fucked up. Maybe someone gets cut, and it's awesome. So, yeah, Let's get into the sneakers of the month, starting with these J-Tips Pro Grid Triumph 4 Saucony collab right here. These are awesome. Super sick with it. These are supposed to be like flowers or something like that, like the color, the spectrum, and as you can see here on the sides of the shoe, there's like some sort of like, it's mesh with like some sort of leather or like patent leather. I think I want to say this looks like patent leather, and this kind of looks and feels like fake ass grass, like turf. Maybe not necessarily turf, but like horsehair or something like that. Then you got a little bit of suede. I didn't even peep that right here. And then obviously leather on the Saucony logo. You got flowers around on the inside. It says made by J-Tips. You have J-Tips' signature on the inside of the insoles. You get some other logo branding. But I really fuck with this. This is a really nice sneaker. It's kind of a little too the green. It looked darker online, but I'll still rock these either way. Maybe not with this fit, but with something else. You know, maybe I'll have to look for fits and build it around it. But these are my second pair of Sauconys, and I do feel like these fit better than the Ride Millenniums. So these are really nice. I like them, and I'm trying to branch out. I'm trying to get Hokas. I'm trying to get, fucking Ons and all that shit. I'm trying to branch out. We'll go to these sweet 1906s that were on sale. I think I got these for like $80 on JD. My first pair. God damn it! You see that? Fumbled that shit. They're metallic silver with blue accents, and then the mint on the side. I have like the perfect fit for these. I really like just the blue accents. You see the outline on the end. And these were really comfortable. I found like a pair of 1906, but they were like some other like 1906 Ls or some shit like that. They were a different model when I went to New Balance, and I got a pair. But I returned it because I was like, there's no way. Like, these are fucking, they wanted me to pay full price, which I think were like $160 or something like that. I'm like, there's no way, bro. I could have got 2 pairs of these, but it's like, and not in the exact colorway that I wanted. You know what I mean? What is it? Not that I'm not saying like, I don't like these. I love this colorway. I'm just saying like, this is it. Like for colorways that are on sale, it's like this one and like I think one other shit. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying like, you're not gonna get like a really nice colorway, like a real intricate colorway on sale. You're gonna pay full price. Like the ones I wanted were black and white. We'll go on to these. I love these right here, and I have to get all the fucking Air Forces that Kobe. The Kobe, these are the, what are they called? Are they called Game Court Purple? Yeah, they're called Court Purple. Bro, come on, bro. These are so fucking butter. I mean, these are silly right here. Like, I almost don't want to wear them. And I'm picking like a real special occasion to wear these. Maybe I'll wear them Thanksgiving. But they have, oh my God, this is the second shoe I dropped. But they have, obviously, with the other Forever White Air Forces I have, they have Mamba. And then the other shoe, that it says Forever on the left, or I guess right heel tab. You have the 24 on the left heel tab. You have the 8. And just the snake skin and the overall deep, like, fucking, like, berry purple is flame, like, fire as fuck. So I'm still waiting on an occasion where I could wear these and it'll be fire. And I want to say, out of all these, actually, like, this might be the month where I got all the sneakers that I really like. We'll go to the Halloween Air Max 95s with the fucking reflective 3M flies on them. They're like a slime. They say neon, but this is like, to me, this is like a neon slime green. And I just love the black leather with the reflective flies all over it. This is like the perfect like Halloween Frankenstein. You could put off like a fly fit, no pun intended. And then he even has webbing on the tongue. on the logo and a fly, the one fly on the tongue. These are just really creative, you know. Like going back to, I like shoes that if they're not gonna tell a story, it got to be creative with it. And these Air Max 95s are fucking awesome. I definitely got to pull off a fit for that. Oh, and on the bottom, it has the flies on them. And as you can see, I haven't worn them, but fly, like I'm the king of the fly. And then we have, we got to get into this story right quick. But these are the Pada Air Max DN8s. And for some reason, these come with like hooks. I don't know why these come with hooks on them. Like, what is this for? What does this even do? Like, what do these clips even serve a purpose for? But obviously, the air units are like kind of like yellowish. You could look through them, but they have like a yellow tint to it. I just love how I think they're called gold, right? Like they're like a club. It says club gold, but really it's like it's like a yellow, like a sandish yellow. I think this is suede nubuck, patent leather. These are really comfortable. I don't know where people are getting that these are uncomfortable. I mean, the insoles are really nice. You got the Pada branding on the insole and on the tongue, along with the Air Max, and then the Air Max DN8 DN on the back. The air bubble, like the bottom outsole, is just fire. I like how it, like, you know, it basically shows you like where the bubbles are, and this is just a fantastic colorway. Now, I got this pair from Feature. I also got the blue pairs, but the blue pairs I got from APB. APB, and let me just say first and foremost, I would like to shout out whoever, let me look up this email right here, because I got them from EQL, but the retailer was actually APB, and I got another pair of the beige ones, even though I ordered some blue ones, right? Now, when I got the package, they were beige, they were not blue. I said, this is fucking weird. So I hit them up, and to their credit, they were really cool about it. Let me see. What's this? Yeah. Yeah, so there's no person. Yeah, y'all fucked up. Yeah, these fools fucked up. Yeah, so basically, I don't know who emailed me, but basically what happened was they gave me the beige ones. When I ordered the blue ones, I sent it back. The tracking number to this day, because I just checked, they just created the label. And they're saying it's not on them. How? If you created the label and you fucking put it through FedEx, it should get to me. I work for FedEx, bro. Don't try to run no fucking funny shit with me, bro. I know how this works. You create the label and then you do some, I don't want to take it anymore. The tracking number's still there. Once the tracking number is made, it's made. You know, it's forever in infamy that you're an idiot because you try to finesse your customers out of just doing good business. So I want to send a special fuck you to APB out there. If I don't even want the shoes anymore, I'm just taking my money back. This is the reason why I put it on my credit card and on my debit card. So I got accredited my money already. And then EQL, they emailed me before these guys. They wanted to know what's going on, and I told them exactly what it was. The retailer, they didn't give me what I wanted. I gave them an expected deadline. They didn't meet that. So guess what? Give me my fucking money back, and y'all figure that shit out with the credit card company or whatever the fuck. Because at this point, I don't even want the shoes anymore. I got what I wanted, and that's it. Or actually, I got what I wanted through Feature, but I didn't get the blue ones. High key, I wanted the blue ones over the beige ones, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not gonna buy another pair of these. These are fucking expensive. These are $220. You know, I love these shoes, but I don't love them that much. And I'm trying to save my money. I'm trying to get my own place. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to fucking be buying more sneakers like that. And people just got to bro, I went to a FedEx office. There's a fucking FedEx where I worked at. It's up the street from my house. Not that far. The FedEx office was on the other side of the city. I sent it to them. I was very, very cool about it. Very respectful. Very easygoing. And for APB to do this shit is some bullshit. So fuck y'all. You know what I mean? I just think it's like really unfortunate that we have businesses that try to do some sneaky shit, or stupid motherfuckers who think that they could run game or keep shoes that's not theirs or whatever, because they got my shoes. They got the shoes that they didn't mean to send me, or maybe they did, I don't know, but I didn't get the shoes I ordered. So for them to receive their package but I didn't get mine, nah, then that's some more other bullshit. You trying to run game on the wrong one, bro. You got the wrong one on that one, buddy. Hold on, I gotta get this shit right here, bro. Hold on, let me see. All right, so I told you I was gonna make it short, so this is the end of the podcast. We're gonna do a kick test of the ASICS 1130s, and I will put them out here so you can see. ASICS 1130s, very, very interesting shoe, and I'm on a quest. I want to find out what's the best shoe for the best price for what I do, which is long distance walking, right? So I spent about an hour and 20 minutes walking consecutively on my off days. On my work days, I do about 45 minutes, but I'm walking really fast, right? So we are going to do a kick test of the ASICS Gel 1130s at a retail price of $100. Spanning across decades of design evolution, the Gel 1130 sneaker pays homage to the 9th iteration of the Gel 1000 series. The stability running shoe from 2008 keeps you feeling supported wherever your mind takes you. Its traditional materials have been repurposed to evolve the retro runner with a more modern look. Additionally, this retro runner's comfort is remixed for the streets, featuring gel technology in the heel for lasting comfort. And this specific colorway is the social status red, and fucking whatever else, pearl, sale, whatever. That's all, you know. So that description was according to ASICS. To me, this silhouette is the cheaper copycat of the Kayano 14 with the more snug fit. Cosmetically, it's a step down, as if ASICS found a Chinese factory that made bootleg Kayano 14s and said, let's just sell these. All of the pros and cons of its more expensive counterpart live here as well, with little to no change except for how cheap it looks and the price tag. For casual wear, I will give it an 8. You could slip these on to run errands, stand for long periods of time, and lightly walk all around with ease. If you have more narrow feet, you might want to go a half size down, but you're true to size. If you're true to size, leave it there. For the price... here we go. For heavy wear, I'll give it a 0. After an hour walk, my feet felt like they were getting a rug burn, and I had to hurry home to switch shoes. Do not train or exercise intensely. These will hurt you. For the price, I'll give it a 6, whereas the Kayano 14, I'd give it a 4. This is a great all-around shoe, but it's incredibly expensive compared to other sneakers at this price point, like various New Balance models such as 1000s and 2002 Rs. Oh, wait a minute. This must have been for the Kayano 14s. My bad. I think it's a good all-around shoe. For the price, it's probably what it is. I mean, it's $100. You're not gonna get no crazy Air Zoom X technology or anything or anything extra in the insoles or the upper. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be a more premium silhouette. It's $100, so they're gonna cheapen it all the way around. Does it fly? Yes. For $50 less than the Kayano 14, the 1130, has great features and imperfections with a more affordable look. But I mean, it is what it is. $100. $100 isn't like back in the day where you could get a cart full of fucking groceries. $100 is going to get you a pair of sneakers that will keep you on your feet and not get you tired. But if you're going to do anything like rigorous exercise, do not wear these at all. They will wear your feet out. You will be hurting and you will be wanting to shoot somebody in the face with a BB gun. So, I guess the message of the day is spend your money wisely. But then again, have fun. Have some hobbies, but spend your money wisely, man. Remember, we can all splurge, but at the same time, man, you got to put it in perspective of, like, it just becomes wasteful at this point. You know, if I buy 5 pairs of these, but these are super uncomfortable versus like I get one good pair of Vomero 5s, which I've already done. I've already had my kick test for it. I just need to present it to y'all. Spoiler alert, Vomero 5s beat these, but guess what? Vomero 5s are 170. These are 100. So what do? If you can afford it, get Vomero 5s. If you can't, then I guess you're just going to have to get these. But honestly, even though you're paying almost double the price, I would get Vomero 5s. But if we're going to compare Kayano 14s versus 1130s, go with 1130s. Don't go for the more expensive premium look that a Kayano 14 gives you. It's all bullshit. It's the same thing. It's the same shoe. Maybe a little different, but this gel technology, I'm not a big fan of. That's why I don't think I'm ever going to buy any more ASICS. Or maybe I'm going to test out. I'm going to do a kick test on the gel NYCs and see if they hold up on my long walks, because they feel way more comfortable just in general, more than the 1130s and the Kayano 14s. But that doesn't mean shit. I have to go and actually test them on my walks. So spend your money wisely. This is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.